Namaskaram. Namaskaram on this. I don't know if it's a great day or a normal or a day of no significance for somebody like me. I was invited for a program wherein one young boy after 12th grade don't want to pursue higher studies like BTech. The talk had some relevance because last 2-3 weeks I was giving guidance to children who wanted to join for BTech, where to join, what branches to be selected, which college to go, especially from or particularly from Kerala, and the programs were in Malayalam. As soon as I post, maybe hundreds of people will see that in 2 days, 3 days, it goes into more than 1,000. For a person like me who doesn't have much supporters who take this across to different parts of the world or share it across, even that number is a great number. I had to toil for last 20 years individually alone to have that many number of viewers. By chance, by mistake, somewhere I had a mention of some guidance for some children, and that attracted probably somebody to come and talk to me, and I posted a few videos. Other than that, I have nothing great to contribute in their life. Today the discussion was from somebody who is in Usmania University, who is now in US, who says that he has got a financial independence after 40s. There was somebody who referred me there, and she also mentioned that yes, definition of financial independence is a big question. I believe I am financially independent because I have got a pension. I earned my pension after serving 20 years. I thought that is good enough. But today, somebody gives me food and place to sleep, and then minimum things is good enough for me. So that's my financial independence. Because I have no great desire. I don't have desire to even to do yoga or meditation, maintain my health, talk to somebody, make somebody great. All the desire has gone. So independence can be where you are self-sufficient sort of a thing. But I believe when you can make a social change, when you can create somebody benefit out of your life, and then you be independent to serve the society. Ena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehinaha sandosham janayat pratna tadevam ishvara pujanam. In that context, if I make somebody happy, that contribution if you do to somebody else, probably that's a great contribution. In that case, yes. I was on that platform 28 months back, 2021 March 3rd, same date. Today is 3rd July. So 28 months, exactly 28 months back. Probably nobody came for discussions. They must have thought, no, I'm not worth for guiding them. And in my life, probably I have given guidance to many people, but I found that very rarely people come back. Probably that is, maybe you don't go back to your LKG teacher, correct? Because that's the level in which you get into higher levels, you don't require somebody else. So, we rarely get. But today being Guru POORNIMA, I have sent some pictures, somebody who were rarely some contacts for last 20 years. I must have sent them some reminders of I was with them for a talk. They listened to my talk. They were with me, and some contacts and some pictures. Somebody responded, somebody ignored it also. So I'm saying financial independence, people, I'm sure when they get into job, when they get into career, then they retire. Some people doesn't get financial independence. They always want to desire higher and higher. I think that is why the world is developing. But here the discussion is on a disruptive performance. That means how do you change from a lower to a higher income, not for yourself but for many people, with a social change. Not everybody succeeds. It's a challenging job. But do you have to do it after getting a job, after retirement, after being matured, or should you start at the early age with your parent support? Lot of mentors, that's what they call. So many mentors spoke. I didn't get a chance to speak, or I was not called to speak, so I thought I will make this video. I believe that you should have a good customer support. The main customer, like somebody was mentioning, is the basic requirement of agriculture. In the last 2-3 years, I must have visited many farms around. I found farmers are really suffering. I have a context also to speak now today, because 2-3 weeks back the tomato cost was maybe 30 rupees, but even before that, a month back, it was 50 rupees 3 kg. That is, or 4 kg, 5 kg is also people were selling. That means 10 rupees. But today it is almost 100 rupees. So what is lacking? Once upon a time, TN Session told India is lacking not the scientific temperament, scientific growth in ISRO, Department of Atomic Energy, but we don't know how to preserve tomato for a week or a month. We are not doing great things. So what's happening to the farmers? The logistic support, the supply chain management, creating their product very safeguarded for not getting spoiled for a month probably, or maybe create a value added product out of it which can be a substitute, not like a packed food in a real company style, but at the farmers level probably that can be done. I'm sure you are the lower, you are taking to the higher level, creating a social change. So you are looking at a customer in you are communicating to people, lot of cash flow will happen, the creativity will happen. I am talking a lot of CC around. You need a lot of contact, and you have to be competitive enough so that you can stand on in the market. I remember parents may not allow people to go like this. This particular boy had a good support of their parents, and I am sure I remember when I used to drive, my brother, eldest brother, who was my guardian, was sitting beside, and then somebody drives a motorbike very fast. The other day also I was mentioning it in school. When somebody drives a motorbike very fast, my brother keeps telling that, what is it happening? He may meet with an accident. I jokingly say he is driving a Yamaha. Yamaha has to be there anyway, near future for him. But later when I found that I am complaining, or I am finding fault, or my brother is envy on him because we are not able to drive in the same style. So I am sure the boy who is into a disruptive performance, for a social change, for financial independence, what is he doing is something great which everybody cannot do it. So maybe the traditional style of people who are speaking was telling, yeah, it's a question which will happen or not. Because for us, getting a job, succeeding in the career, taking a pension, then financial independence was what we think. Not everybody can venture to that unless and until you have parental support. Probably what on the platform people speak is not what they speak at home. It's always it's always risky, questionable to understand whether it will really happen or not. So I'm sure it happens. It's not that easy, but it is not undoable. Udyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, Buddhi, Shakti, Parakramam, Shadhede, Yatra Vartande, Devam, Tatra Prakashyat. It's possible for people to get into such things provided you have got a sufficient support, sufficient stamina, sufficient thought process to do this and take you forward. I remember long back when Muftama College, when Red Bus Fellow was sharing a platform with me on an entrepreneurship program. He has given a visiting card which is of an oval shape, whereas generally we give a rectangle shape, right? So he was a new person, he just got into the business. So I am sure whatever you do, there is a creativity, there is an innovation that makes you distinctly different. Unless you have that quality, I'm sure you cannot succeed well. So when one of the speaker was mentioning about the red bus, I was remembering, yes, you have to start with something which is innovative. Don't just depend on XYZ who will become support. I think nobody can help, nobody can support anybody else in this world. I believe you have to be independent. You are financially independent means you have to be independent by yourself in your thoughts, not everybody's thoughts. And I believe that I doesn't require anybody's help. I'm not saying that I'm helpless today. If I am helpless, that means I have not reached to a level where people thought that they need my support and I can also support them. They will also support me so that we will move together. Suppose if I always beg for help and I want somebody's help, I don't think it will happen. See, in the whole today, being Guru Purnima, when I have sent a lot of pictures to many people, only one, I'm sure many of my colleagues are working in different colleges. They know I am not a very bad speaker, but nobody had an intention to call me for a talk, or maybe rarely it happened. So every time what happens is, that sort of a taking me across was not there. So one teacher who is not into teacher profession today, he is doing a real estate business, told that he wanted to listen to my lectures. I said, rarely I have classes and sessions, it's only online. Physically, he asked me physically if it happens in Hyderabad, he wanted to come and attend. I said, unless you arrange, I don't think anybody has got that intention to attend my lecture. If it is there, then probably yes. There are a lot of possibilities. There are a lot of people who can think, yes, oh, this man contributed, let me also make some opportunities and listen to him, or take this message to. That doesn't happen most of the time, because I think we have more speakers than listeners today. So I believe that when I could have raised my hand and then spoke, but I thought I will not do that. I can also make my own disruptive activities, performance, to create my own video and then post it. So I am not asking somebody's help. That is what I thought I will do. But there were people who we thought is very close. We will create something where maybe people can. I did something very innovative, different activities around. But I'm not a businessman. I think unless you make the finance part of it, that's what is financial independence. Finance part of it, self-sustaining. You don't know the business. I think ultimately, if you don't have a great desire to make a lot of money, lot of fame, lot of knowledge further in this life, I'm sure you will get into a state in which of samadhi, you are ready to die sort of a situation. And somebody was telling morning 3 o'clock get up and then do meditation. For them, probably meditation is a tablet which starts at 3 o'clock and then finish at 4 o'clock, so that you can do many things in life. I am from a Himalayan tradition, meditation. We believe meditation in action is what is meditation. It is not after meditation I do work. My work itself becomes my meditation. If I'm enjoying what I'm doing, I'm meditatively doing it. Probably in between, when I am not in action, probably I am out of my meditation. Therefore, I cannot close my eyes and then forget about everything happening. So I keep thinking, why am I like this? What can I do? To do some small help, ena kena prakarena, yasya kasyabi dehinaha, sandosham janayat pratna tadaivam ishwara pujanam. To help somebody else, to make some small difference in their life. If I can do something, that is what I believe. Until the last breath. Days are not very far, probably. Maybe probably somebody will come who needs some support, some help. There was somebody mentioning that, if somebody criticizes, don't take it negative. It's part of any teacher's job is to criticize, correct, say that this is not correct, and then tell them what is correct. So this happens. Sometimes people don't like it. You cannot clean the surface unless you rub it thoroughly. You cannot polish. Earlier, from metal, mirror was made by polishing for many days. Unless you polish it, you scrub it, you scratch it, then it becomes much better. So namaskaram, thank you, God bless you. I don't know whether it's a Guru Purnima or I'm nothing in this world to give advices. I don't think people who do, they doesn't give advices. People who don't do doesn't work on advices. Okay, people believe that messages are important. Posting in social media, posting on WhatsApp, that creates somebody's mind happy. I'm not into that world. I believe that we have to get out of this augmented reality, virtual world, webinars, and then go to the ground and create some small change in somebody's life. And that is what probably options one has to look at it. Namaskaram. Prayers. Thank you.